Today, employee orientation is one of the most neglected functions within a working environment. There are countless horror stories in which new employees are placed into a job with little to no guidance or instruction. You will find that, in some cases, new employees may only receive a short discussion with the manager before being escorted to their office or cubicle to fend for themselves. Not only is this especially stressful, it almost warrants a drawn-out period of unproductiveness for the employee, which in turn affects the productiveness of the company as a whole. Employee orientation isn't a nuance. It does, in fact, serve many purposes. New employee orientation reduces startup costs. Appropriate orientation can reduce the need for a long training program, allowing the employees to become up to speed more quickly, thereby reducing overhead costs. If employee orientation is properly organized, it should last no longer than a few days, whereas an employee training program may take up to 2 weeks. Why is that? Simply put, an orientation program can be more organized with the utilization of only one employee at a time, most likely a manager, thus allowing others to resume in the run of the office. A lot can be covered within a one-on-one session for an entire 8-hour day, just as easily as a drawn-out training session, which can ultimately disrupt the focus of the entire office. The better the orientation, the less likely supervisors and other coworkers will have to spend time teaching and training their new colleagues. While new employee orientation can financially benefit a corporation, it can also emotionally benefit the well-being of the worker. I'll never forget the first day of my internship, the anxiety I felt about being the new one. Any employee, when put into a new, odd situation, will experience the same feelings I did. Unfortunately, this can hinder his or her ability to learn and carry out their job. Orientation helps to reduce this stress by establishing guidelines for behavior and conduct so employees don't have to experience the stress of obsessing over things such as, what should I do now? Or who should I ask about this? The advisor is there to answer questions and ease concerns. The reduction of stress on new employees will likely reduce employee turnover rate. Employee turnover rate increases as workers feel they are not valued and put in positions where they are unable to do their jobs. Orientation can provide the tools necessary for success. The mere fact that a company, large or small, organizes an orientation shows that the employees are an asset and their satisfaction is key to a profitable business. It is important that employees learn early on what is expected of them and what to expect from others, in addition to learning about the organization as a whole. When people can learn from experience, they will make many mistakes that are unnecessary and potentially damaging. Employee orientation offers the foundation for the start of a new career path. There are 2 categories that I just read about on an online article, and concerning different types of orientation, overview and job specific. The first type focuses on the overview of the organization and discusses the basic information an employee will need to understand the company that he or she is working for. Overview orientation helps employees understand important policies and general non-job specific procedures, safety and accidental prevention issues, compensation and benefits, union rights and responsibility, if applicable, of course, and the facility itself. Because of the nature of this information, overview orientation can be conducted by the personnel department and briefly by the supervisor of the department that he or she will be working within specifically. The second type of orientation is called job-specific orientation. This process is used to help employees understand the function of the organization and how they will fit in. Also the responsibilities and duties, the expectations, policies and procedures, rules and regulations, layout of the workplace, and introduction to all the coworkers. Job-specific orientation is oftentimes facilitated by the immediate supervisor, since the content of the meeting will be specific to the individual. This is oftentimes an ongoing process with the aid of the supervisor and coworkers alike. The purpose of new employee orientation is to start the employee with the most important information needed for basic survival in the workplace. It provides a chance for the employee to get to know their coworkers and find their niche within the company. Orientation, or lack of, will make a significant difference in how rapidly an employee becomes productive and comfortable, as well as how long they will have at the company and the effect on the organization as a whole. Thank you.